Okay, hi folks. I don't do a review on every motherfucking movie that I see. Because do you see on my page, for example, I review on movie 9, no you don't, etc. So I don't review every movie I've ever seen since I've been making videos, right? But I mean, when I was in like, say, grade 9, grade 10, that's when I was going to see a lot of movies, because friends I had back then, we would always like go to the movies together, and the movie theaters we would go to, if you're underage, they don't really patrol you. You buy a ticket for a movie you're of age of, and say the movie theater screening next to it had the movie you really wanted to see, you could walk into it, because I remember we went to a movie, we were underage, someone came in to check on what was happening with their lights, right, on the flashlight, whether they could tell we were of age or not. They never kicked us out. But anyways, I don't go a lot to the movies these days. Well, yeah, the last movie I saw in the theaters, I think it was The Love Guru with Mike Myers and Jessica Alba. But mind you, I went with the female. Of course I'm going to go to the movies and pay to see it if I'm with the female. Now in grade 9, grade 10, maybe I didn't know about this, or maybe it wasn't happening at the time, but a lot of the movies these days, why go to the movie theaters if I can see them on the internet for free, right? So there was a theater film version that worked for me of Zombieland. I watched it. Okay, you heard a couple laughs in the background, but it didn't bother me either way. I was watching it full screen and all that shit, drinking this U.S. imported Old English malt liquor, which they call the Canadian Old English, but mind you, it comes from the States. And you can't go to the motherfucking movie theaters, get drunk and watch a movie. Mind you, I might have one time had an alcoholic beverage in a can in my pocket at a movie theater once, and I might have been a little too scared to crack it open and drink it. I can't recall, but I think that happened once. But I can tell you, I went to go see the Simpsons movie, which I own on DVD, by the way. But when I went to see it at the theaters for the very first time, I remember I got high before the movie started. But I know by the time I walked out of the movies, I wasn't high anymore, so I don't know when that high died off. Which was a crazy motherfucking high, because I was so high on weed on a bus trip to get downtown, I felt weightless. I saw a guy at a bus stop that for a brief moment looked like a beautiful, attractive teenager girl, saying it was some old senior citizen lady. Ha ha ha. And usually weed doesn't make me do that, right? Now, if you watch a horror film to do with zombies from anywhere in Asia, Korea, Thailand, Japan, China, wherever, they have horror, they have zombies in almost every goddamn second of the movie. Some will look like humans just hunched over, and some will look like monsters that aren't zombies, maybe like a Guar character with swords in their hand and whatnot, right? But I just finished watching Zombieland. I'm drinking this 8% malt liquor Old English here, that with the empties I saved 80 cents on, because it's a pricey motherfucking, the most expensive 40 ouncer you'll find in Ontario, and we have a small selection, and some parts of Ontario, for whatever reason, decided to jack the price up a little bit on Maximum Ice 40s, and decided to say fuck you and not sell the fucking Molson Canadian 40s, and sometimes they would claim some areas would have the Labatt Blue 40s, but they never did. But what I'm trying to say is, this Zombieland movie, it did not suck. It had Emma Stone in it. Now, I could see the movie fine, but I'm questioning, was it recorded a little dark? I don't know, because her hair did not look red to me, and that makes me wonder, did they dye her hair? I don't know, but if a chick is originally a redhead, do not dye her motherfucking hair. I love redheads, I love blue eyes on a chick, and a couple freckles would rule. You don't have to have red hair, But if you could have red hair, blue eyes, and a couple of freckles on your face and be named April or whatever, I would die, you know what I'm saying? But the motherfucking thing is, you could be any hair color, any eye color, and you don't need freckles. But imagine a chick named April, the month I'm born in, red hair and a couple of freckles. I would die for that, right? But the thing is, maybe they dyed her hair, or maybe it was filmed dark to the point that I couldn't tell if her hair was red or not, but I could see everything else. There was not a lot of zombies in that movie, but usually a zombie movie, you have a shitload of zombies in it. Most of the movie did not have zombies in it. There was a couple funny parts in it, but it was also listed as a comedy. Now, as a movie, it entertained me. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I laughed at some scenes. I'm drinking on an Old English that I haven't finished yet, so I'm a little drunk off it. But the thing is, the motherfucking thing is, I don't know if it would be considered the best zombie movie I've ever seen, but it kind of seemed more like that's it, in the sense that it seemed a bit more comedy than horror. Not in the sense that, oh my god, this movie is fucking funny, but, because it wasn't fucking funny. It had some funny moments, and because there's zombies in it, obviously that makes it the horror part of it. But most of the movie was just kind of, you know, in the car traveling with the girls, and without the girls trying to, you know, get to wherever the fuck you're trying to get to. So it didn't have a lot of comedy to it, and it didn't have a lot of horror to it. But I laughed during it, and the zombie parts made it comedy. So it's not a boring film. It's worth watching, but it's not super amazing. And I'm a little drunk, and I just thought, hey, let's film this long ass review. I guess I'm doing, you know. Fuck you, Zombie Land. Not horrible, but not amazing. And I just felt like reviewing that movie, but I don't review every movie I watch. And yeah. On that note, it's October. Happy fall. Happy Halloween that's coming up. And boo-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha. Peace out and thanks for viewing, motherfuckers. Much motherfucking wicked clown love. Stay safe. Have a fun time. Stay the fuck out of jail. Fuck the cops. And yeah. Peace. Be a safe person. Fuck the laws.